how every IGL team can win the IGL Season 7 championship. Well, first off, ship your number 2 overall pick to Georgia to get hyper. He's, to be honest, sometimes overrated, sometimes underrated. It's just the time of day. And then with the first overall pick, you take a choice between Weed Skies Blue or Fatal Burtis. Both are. It feels like you would take the choice of Weed Skies because he's actually good and he actually has more experience. But we all saw Faithful score last time in Slog. It's pretty good, and she looks pretty good. So it's just a choice between me and who would I pick. Or if we go down to, if we keep it at 4 players, I can draft both. I just hope we don't get drafted at the number 3 pick. Or the number 2 pick. But hey, it's pretty good. Next up, Oakland. Because we love Oakland, don't we? We all love Oakland. What they need to do is nothing. They don't need to do anything. Their team's perfectly fine. So let's move on to the Alaska Peaks. Well, they're just cursed. So, is there much I to do? Their roster is already full. We don't even know about Redcliffe if he's staying or not. If he is or not. And he doesn't even submit, so I don't think it matters. So let's move on to Georgia by trading Hyper to the New York Beavers for getting the number 2 overall pick in return. And then drafting a player they want. Crucially, they could take Florida Surf, but he's had inactivity issues this last season. But it's still a good pick. And then next we have, what's the other team? We have the Salt Lake City Cyclones, I believe it is. Or Salt Lake, whatever his team is. What they need to do is for Jets Fast Boy to turn his brain on and actually draft good players. Salt Lake, I believe, has the number 3 overall pick in the draft. I believe they do. With that pick, they should draft someone. If Florida Surf doesn't fall number 1 or number 2, you better take him. And then you have another pick later in the second round. I would say if Fatal Burtis is not getting picked, you pick him. That's probably the best option. And yeah, and then you're pretty good. You might, and then continuing on with the Philadelphia Phoenix, because I completely forgot about them. What they need to do is extend Molosol, even no official deal as of right now. Extend him while else he's going in free agency, and then I can just pick him up. Trade that never worked out. Okay. Probably won't happen. Nobody just agree to a deal. But anywho, then you at the number 4 overall. What pick do they have? Oh wait, they don't have a number 4 because if we go down to 2 players, so if we go down to 3 players, they'll have the number 4 overall pick or the first pick in the second round. I believe it is. I don't know. Number 4 overall pick will have it. And with that pick, they should draft someone good. I don't know at the top of the head. Like I said, Florida Surf is there. I don't think we'll draft him. I don't think as a rival will draft him. He's there. So, who knows will they draft? I don't remember the players in my mind. But maybe they draft Abe Lincoln. Maybe they draft him there. Maybe they draft him. Who knows what they draft? And then next, back to Division 2 teams. We go to the Columbia Astros. I almost said Houston Astros, but that's MLB. And we're not talking about MLB. But anyway, Columbia just needs to have Harmony. Wait, no, Harmony's the leader. Harmony's just gave up as leader. Oh, because Electron's the leader. Okay, never mind. What Electron needs to do is be active and actually draft some players or extend players or whatever. They just need. I feel like if they do nothing, if Electron doesn't come back, Columbia is going 0-5 again. Next up, the San Diego Metros, the last team. I haven't done 8. This is the 8th team. The Metros need to do is it's basically the same thing as Columbia, but they need another leader because Luce got permanent, so R.I.P. Fly high. And they just need to get a new leader, unless Luce is still, I don't know who leader, I see it. I think there's still one leader spot open for San Diego. Well, San Diego leader needs to draft good also. And also make sure you're active. You never know the option you could get. And also, this is my official thing, I might be dropping off to the draft pool after the season. UVF will probably be dropping to the draft pool after the season to experience the free agent waters. I love doing this.